Ciao a tutti, it's me, Babza Jr. You should know by now that I have a bit of a reputation for finding some creatures in the FromSoft games really cute. Now, some don't seem to understand this, like the Dutchlicious Press Continue, who clearly doesn't know the concept of cute. Others, however, do, and have even gone as far as asking me to do a video ranking which creatures I think are the cutest. Well, say no more, because your wish is granted. Here I am today, ranking all my favourite cuties. I'm so excited to finally do this. I'll be going through and letting you know the single most cute creature in each FromSoft game, as well as some honourable mentions for each one. Let me know your favourites and if you think there's any I've missed in the comments below. Let's get started. We'll begin with Demon Souls. Now, to be honest, there weren't a lot of options to choose from in this one. I did consider the Vanguard Demon, this cuddly tutorial boss with his chubby belly. I bet he'd give a nice hug. I could imagine him being the owner of a local ice cream shop, serving out some lovely frozen treats to the people of a small village. But for me, there was only one winner. The plague babies found in Maiden Estria's boss room. These little guys remind me of Liz Jr. back when he was even smaller than he is now. They just want to say hi to you as you walk through their swamp. Look, they want to be your friend. It's a shame you only encountered them in this one boss room, and I don't think they're nearly as cute as some of the other entries coming up, but with the limited options in Demon Souls, they're definitely the cutest in my opinion. Next up is the classic, Dark Souls 1. So, it's no secret that the little mushroom children are on top of my list. I mean, just look at them. Do I have to add anything? Well, I suppose I should, or this would be a pretty short video. I love their walk animation. Their little legs moving is just adorable. They also have this natural curiosity, exploring the area in the woods around, but always going round in the same circle. You might notice this as a running theme, or perhaps a walking theme, but this is something I could very much imagine Litz Jr. doing if we were to go out in the woods. The parents are also cute. I really respect them defending their little ones, and I can appreciate giving someone a strong punch to the face. So, Mushroom Children might be the cutest, but there's a few other honourable mentions for Dark Souls 1 that deserve to be covered. In a similar vein to the plague babies in Demon Souls, the baby skeletons before Nito's boss fight are very cute. Come on, what's better than being chased by all these baby skeletons wanting to give you a cuddle? Tots adorbs. I'd love to sit down and give them all the cuddles they wanted and not care if I get murdered in the process. Totally worth it. Another cuddly creature I love is the stone demon enemy found in Lost Izalith. Imagine if you have one of these in your office to snuggle up to anytime you want. Plus, they can keep your house warm in the winter with their fire breath. Lastly, I want to throw Sif in there. She's a big, fluffy dog. What's not to love there? I feel very sad ever having to kill Sif, and it's a real shame she's a mandatory boss. Sif deserves to live. I've told JK many times how I'd like to have Sif as a pet, but somehow he didn't buy it. Oh well, W Sif. Lastly, I'd like to shout out to the Pisaka, the little tentacles creatures in the Duke's archives. I mean, they have tentacles, which means they can give you an amplified hug. Also, they seem really sad being locked up there, so show them some extra love next time you see them. Especially the two of them in the back who just stand there and feel sorry for themselves. I'm not crying, you are. Okay, well, on to Dark Souls 2. It's no secret that this isn't my favourite game, but that's not to say it falls short on the cuteness department. Let's start with some honourable mentions this time. First up is the Hippo Ogre. In a similar vein to the Vanguard Demon, the way he wobbles around with his chubby belly is just adorable. But these guys have much cuter faces than the Vanguard Demon, which puts them ahead of him. Even better, they actually have a snuggle attack. Another honourable mention is the Demon of Song. This is quite a different choice than everything so far, but I love the way this boss plays peekaboo with you. He pops out to say hello, but then hides away when he thinks he's in danger. Look at him going, "Oh no, hide away!" What a little cutie. I'm going to need to find a way not to kill this guy when I have to play Dark Souls 2. But the undisputed winner of cutest creature in Dark Souls 2 is the White Covetous Demon. Now, don't get me wrong, I like normal Covetous Demon as well, and I'm also going to have to find a way to avoid killing him when the time comes. But the white colour palette just adds a whole new level of cute to this super huggable creature. His slow crawl and his belly flop attacks just really do it for me. I'd love to have a little cave in my house where I could keep a white Covetous Demon as a pet, stopping by to play with him and feed him. Despite having some tough competition for cuteness in Dark Souls 2, our hungry little dude just stands, or maybe sits, above the rest. So on to Bloodborne. Similar to Demon's Souls, there's not a lot of cuties here. I do really like the giant boars, they definitely fit into the cuddly category. I'm sure there's going to be some horrible comments about people doing viscerals on them, which are somehow conveniently missed when I read through the comment section of this video. I suppose I'd also give an honourable mention to the celestial children outside Upper Cathedral Ward. I really wanted to like these guys more, but the weird growths on their faces honestly put me off a bit. I probably still give them a cuddle though. But for me, the cuteness trophy in Bloodborne definitely goes to the celestial emissaries. The wobbly movement these guys make while walking just brings a big smile to my face. And the way they just want to give you hugs and high fives when they see you makes every encounter a joyous one. The bobblehead movements remind me of those nodding dogs people used to have in the back of their cars. Something about their giant heads, small bodies and the way they walk is very childlike, and once again, if something reminds me of Leeds Jr. in some way, you just know it's going to make the list. Next up is Dark Souls 3. Thinking about cute things in this game is kind of painful for me, given the bodies of the mushroom found in Farron Swamp. At least there's some stone demons still around this mouldering lake though. The Gravekeeper wolf in the DLC is definitely no Sith though. As for new cute creatures, well, I definitely want to give a mention to the hand babies known as the Monstrosity of Sin. No idea why they're called monstrosities because they are not, and the actual monstrosity is the person who came up with that name. Top spot in Dark Souls 3 though goes to the rock lizards. The crystal lizards themselves are kinda cute, but these rock lizards with their 6-leg and slow lumbering walk just really captures my heart. The walk animation is one of the cutest of any creatures in any of the games. I'd love to have a few of these as pets. Can you imagine them rolling around in the garden? You could probably even ride on their backs for short distances. There's a reason these things made into my channel banner. And speaking of channel banner, massive shout out to a great artist by the way. So on to Sekiro. To be honest, there's not really any options for Sekiro. I don't really find human type characters cute, and these game's enemies and characters are mostly human, apart from some monkeys and snakes. At a push, I'd have to give it to Kotaro, because he's such an innocent and lovely fellow. But again, he's still a human type character, so doesn't truly fit into my definition of cuteness. Still, Sekiro's a great game. W Ishin! Last but not least, we have Elden Ring. There are a big number of cuties here. First, we have Fire Giant. You might think this is a strange choice, but seeing this giant stumble around and roll everywhere just makes me smile. He seems like he's had a tough life. Look at him trying to hide underneath his shield at the beginning of the fight. He's like, you can't see me, I don't want to fight, leave me alone. I can't relate to that. Poor guy. Next, we have the Oracle Envoys with the little trumpets of joy. The way they move is mesmerizing, and they want to play with you by blowing some cute bubbles in your direction. I mean, who's there not to like here? The Shadow of the Earth tree was also a great addition to the game because it added 2 more lovely creatures. First up, we got the Golden Hippopotamus. This would be the perfect pet. I'm pretty jealous of Mesmer having one guard in his front door. I know I said I'd have many of these creatures as pets throughout the video, so I'll probably end up having a zoo. But a proper zoo though, not like that zoo which only had one dog, and it was a Shih Tzu. Back to the cute hippo. I like that you can see him sleeping here, all snuggled up in the corner. I would definitely take mine out for a lot of walks and give him some lovely treats while I tickle his tummy. He's so adorable. The other addition was the Spirit Hills. I love the way they just float there, waving back and forth. One of my favourite things to do is just stand in a group of them and just relax with a nice glass of iced tea. The little mouths that go ooh are just amazing. Next, I've got to mention the Blood Fiends. Now, in a recent stream, my husband let Baron's Castle mercilessly slaughter one of these, and he claims that he wasn't watching when Baron did it.
Yeah, that guy nearly one-shot me. I'll turn the camera away, Babs, so you don't have to watch. Oh, look at this little guy. He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping.
Well, let's just say I filed for divorce right after the stream ended. But of course, the undisputed winner are the little jars, especially the ones playing in Jarburg. For a similar reason to the mushroom children from Dark Souls 1, The little arms and legs with the walk animation just fills my heart with so much joy. My absolute favourite place to sit in the whole game is here in Jarberg, with these little guys sitting in a circle, stretching their arms out and rocking back and forth. If I could adopt these guys, I would, and I'm happy they're safely away in this hidden village, safe from all the monsters in this world. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now, like me, you have cuteness overload. Just in case you wonder, and this is likely not to come as a surprise, my absolute winner out of all the games are the little mushroom children. I've been Babs Jr., thanks for watching, and ciao for now.